Good morning, my people. How's it all going? As always, I hope you're all making your monies. Hope all the families are well, and you're well, of course. And yeah, today we're going to talk about driver rating protection. What's it all about? Yes, my people. Well, as you know, I'm very passionate about the ratings. I'm very passionate with my rating. I'm very passionate about the rating system in general. I do think it has its flaws. But what I'm about to talk to you today is about, basically, if any of you followed Uberman and the Simple Drivers vlogs, you'll know that they've had last year, this was last year during the 180 days of change. They had some interviews, both of them had some interviews with some top Uber executives. And basically the topics was mainly around 180 days of change, of course. And obviously the goal here was, it's debatable, but the ultimate goal here was that both Uberman and the Simple Driver were there to interview Uber formally, first of all, to get drivers back on board. To get drivers happy again. I'm assuming that was the ultimate goal. Whether it was a publicity stunt, I don't know, but certainly they spoke about 180 days of change. And within the 180 days of change, they touched on ratings protection. But yeah, what about ratings protection? I don't know what it's about. I certainly haven't seen any improvement with regards to rating protection. I don't even understand how it all works. What I do know is that the current rating system is messed up. Yeah, I don't think if ratings protection had kicked in, then it's not doing a very good job. Okay, this week I've had a hell of a week, really, to be fair. When I was working at night, the disadvantage I have over many, and obviously for the drivers who live within a student town, that gives it away. If you live in a student town, you're going to pick up a lot of students, and most of them will be half drunk by the time when you pick them up. Some of them are really overprivileged, spoiled little brats. I'm sorry to say, they are really spoiled little brats, and they behave in ways that I'd hate to even go. If I knew their parents, I'd be cringing right now, think of embarrassment, or if I were their parents, because my goodness. But anyway, I get along with most of them. I try to relate to them in some way or another, whether it be by music or by chitter chatter, whatever we talk about. Now, in normal instances, they're fine. When you're picking up taking them to campus, or taking them from town to campus, or vice versa, they're fine normally. When they go out to the clubs, or go to their student union, for the evening, for the night drinks and clubbing, that's where it gets complicated, because they're either half drunk or a little bit merry, a little bit tipsy. They're with they're always going to be traveling in a group. So whether I'm doing X or XL, they're going to be traveling in a group. It's not just going to be one person in the car. It's going to be a group of them. So, if individually, believe it or not, they're okay. It's when they're together with their group, with their friends, and it's not just, obviously it's not their account holder I'm talking about. It's just not just them. It's their friends as well, and their friends will affect their rating. But anyway, when they're amongst their friends, obviously, and on a night out, they misbehave. The amount of crap that comes out of their mouths, the way they'll treat you as a driver. It's almost as if, I get it. When I was young, you know, you want to look like, you know, you're the boss. You want to look like you're the man or the woman, you know, whatever it may be. You want to look like you're important. You're doing this favor for them by ordering the Uber. You know, it's a whole ego thing, really. You know, but you know, they're gonna show off in front of their mates. You know, and they're gonna behave. You know, rather than them leading by example, they're gonna show off to their mates. And yeah, that's when it gets stupid. So basically, the reason why I'm talking, sorry, I'm digressing, but the reason why I want to talk about ratings protection today is that this week I've had a bit of a challenge. Now, and it's all, and I know it's all the students. So basically, my ratings has gone down. So I've tried my damnest the whole month of January because it's quiet. You know, I'm picking up less passengers. You know, I'd done my damnest to ensure that I am, you know, giving the best service possible and getting the ratings, and it showed, because this month my rating went up. You know, I was at 4.92, I went up to 4.94. You know, so I'm getting back on track again, because basically when I first started 7 months ago, I had a few instances where, you know, the riders were being rude to me, and unfortunately I spoke back, and obviously they you know, but they were rude in a racist and bad way. But you know, I reported that to you, but you'll see that anyway in my past videos. But you know, I've had instances where they've rated me 1 star twice, I think it was, when I first started. So that damaged me, you know, from you know, that really dropped my ratings down, and I think I was at one point I was at 4.9. No, but the lowest I've been actually is 4.92. But anyway, I raised that. So this month of January, well, we're in February now, but in January I basically in a row for a whole month, I think it was, all week, anyone who rated me was rating me 5 stars. You know, so I went back up to 4.94. Happy days. So anyway, you know, I've done 1,300 lifetime trips. I've had 720 lifetime trips, and I've got 701 5 stars. So obviously there's that grey area of the 26 trips there that were rated me below 5 stars. So, you know, it can't be helped at the end of the day, because you know, riders, again, it's down to Uber to educate riders. If they don't understand, the customers, I mean, if they don't understand how the rating system works, Uber really need to educate them. But anyway, I'm digressing again. But what happened was that because I pick up these students, you know, they misbehave in ways that you would never imagine, you know, and you know, they don't like being told off. Basically, if they get told off or they feel like they've been shown up, you know, they're definitely going to rate you badly. You know, it doesn't matter what, they'll rate you badly. But okay, so let me name the first instance. The first instance was it was an UberX job. I picked up these 2 girls. Now, when I got the ping, I saw the address. I thought, this is a funky address. You know, I know Reading quite well. You know, and obviously there'll be some streets that I haven't heard of, or you know, outside of Reading that, you know, I haven't been to yet. But anyway, this was in town though, however. But the thing is, we've got a large one-way system. So we got the London Road and we got the Queen's Road, and they're one-way systems. Okay. So anyway, I went to their address, and I obviously had to cross over to the other side on Queen's Road on the one-way section. I got to the address, and then the way the pin was, the way Google Maps navigated me, and the way the pin was dropped, it was odd, because it was like in the middle of the island between London Road and Queen's Road, and you got the split island. You know, well, when I say island, it's not an island, just obviously a strip of land that, you know, that's got houses and buildings and whatever have you. So, and the pin was landed in the middle of that. So I'm looking at thinking, where could this customer be? She could either be on London Road or Queen's Road. But because I was already in that place, you know, where the pin was dropped, you know, I was like confused. I was looking at obviously at the Uber map, and it wasn't counting down the waiting time. You know, even though it says I was there, it wasn't counting. I was like thinking, here we go. You know, the Uber map is the Uber, how do you call it? GPS is messing up again. So anyway, I get a call from the customer. Where are you? I said, I'm here where you dropped the pin, you know, and I gave the address, and then she goes, oh, can you come to Donington Road? By that point, it clicked to me. It's obvious that, you know, whatever she did, you know, when she ordered the Uber, is completely wrong, you know. This girl's rating is a 4.56. Okay, so I'm expecting an idiot, basically. You know, the rating's low. I'm expecting an idiot. But anyway, so I said, so I'm here where you drop the pin. You know, if you're in Donington Road, then I have to go around. So, you know, give me 5 minutes. And she said, okay, fine. So, because I have to go all the way around, it took less than 5 minutes, but I gave her 5 minutes as a leeway for me. You know, I was there probably in under 3. You know, and then when I arrived there, obviously she's with her mate. You know, and you know, they're all like freezing cold. Yeah, it's cold. Yeah, and obviously, so that point already triggered in my mind. Oh crap! You know, they're gonna blame me for this. You know, obviously. So anyway, so they wanted to go to the caffeine and cocktails or something like that, you know, somewhere in town. Again, something that I've never heard of before. Now, the way the navigation on Google was telling me is that when I get onto King's Road, I need to turn left at Duke Street, blah 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 blah. But the Uber map is telling me to go up Minster Street, which is a road that Uber drivers can't go down. You know, it's only a taxi or bus lane that road that can go down there. So anyway, I thought, okay, you know, so I turned where the Google navigation asked me to turn. You know, I don't know where this place is, and then they said to me, just stop here. We'll get out. You know, we'll walk the rest of the way. I was like, yeah. Then I explained to them, sorry, I can't go straight because we're not allowed to. Cars are not allowed to go straight. And I go, that's fine, okay, thank you, have a good night. You know, they were nice. Long behold, you know, I know, because they're the only people on that night, you know, that I took where I had issues with the navigation. And long behold, yep, I got the feedback thing come up, you know, that a rider's reported me for poor navigation and not knowing my city. Just saying. So, regardless of that, it was their fault. You know, they put the blame on me. So, another instance, and this happened twice actually. Bar rush. So, although it's a weekday night, but it's bar rush for the students because come 11 o'clock in the evening, it's busy. The students start to go out, get ready. We'll start to go out to the bars. 11 o'clock in the evening. It surged. 2.2 surge, brilliant. You know, it's rare that it happens, you know, the surge, but when it happens, you're gonna get something at that time of night. So anyway, I arrive at the location. It was the same location that I dropped some girls off as I was at a house party, but I was picking up a different batch. And when I drove past the house, there's a big crowd, and obviously by which point I need to call out for whoever I'm picking up, and it was a girl's name. So I called out for the girl's name, and then obviously they started looking for the girl, and then the girl arrived, and then I looked over and I thought to myself, hold on a minute, you know, it looks like there's 6 of them, and they ordered an X. You know, guys, I'm not taking that shit. So I basically just said, you know, they all got in, and then obviously when the last people who wanted to get in at the very back seats, you know, the last 2, you know, they tried to obviously do the seats on the middle to try and collapse it so they can get to the back. I said, oh well, too many passengers. I can't take that many. So, and they're like, but you got 2 back seats there. I was like, I know, but you've ordered an X, and if you use the back seats, then it needs to be an XL. Yeah, but can't we just? No. Yeah, but come on, you know, like, no. you know, as much as possible, I try to be professional about it. I like to explain to them, look, guys, if you want to have more people in the car, okay, you know, you're gonna have to order XL, and I can only take a maximum of 6. So we can cancel this trip and you order an XL again. No, it's fine. Come on, we'll pay you. I said, look, I'll lose my license if you do that, because I won't be insured for the platform that you ordered if there's more people in the car. No, but come on, you know, we'll pay you. How much is your license? It's like, how much is my license? Money can't buy that, because once I lose my license, I won't get it back. You know, this is where it springs to mind that you guys are supposed to be university students, so whatever's coming out of your mouth should have some sort of intellect. Yeah, clearly not. So anyway, cut a long story short, the girls all got in, the boys walked, and you know, I was playing the girls' music, I was talking to them, and they were like, oh, they're idiots anyway, blah blah blah. But again, I know that in my mind, I know that they're just saying that, and they're going to rate me badly now. Long and behold, you know, I don't know what these girls rated me, but I know I got rated badly. Okay, and basically, to narrow it down for you, I got it all this week. Professionalism, safety, cleanliness, and navigation. You know, I got it all this week, basically, in terms of feedback. So that happens. Okay, so that happened with and another time. So this time, these students ordered an XL. So they ordered the right platform. The problem is that there are too many of them. There were 7 of them, and they wanted to get into my 6-seater car. You know, it's a 7-seater car, but obviously the driver is included in that, so 6-seater car. So I arrived there, and as soon as I get out of the car, because I always open the seats for the customers, just so they won't break the mechanism on my seats. I get out of the car, and straight away the account holder saying, "Oh, driver, how many seats you got?" So me, I sarcastically said, 10. And he looks at us and I go, "Oh, you ain't got 10 seats in this car. You're having a laugh, mate. You're having a laugh." No, I look like I'm laughing. I said 10 as a form of sarcasm, because you can obviously see that there's no 10 seats in this car. "Oh, fair play, mate. Fair play to you, mate. Fair play to you. Yeah, can we get him in, please?" I was like, no, it's too many passengers. I can't do that. I'll lose my license. "Oh, come on, mate. Come on. We'll pay you. I'll give you a tenner." No, sir, I can't take it. It's against the law. You know, I'm not going to be insured if I'm going to be taking more passengers than I should do. I just can't do it, sir. "Oh, come on, man. Please, man. I have 2 kids. You know, I've got a family. I'm not about to lose that for the sake of £10. "Oh, you're not going to lose it. You're not going to lose it. You're not going to get stopped." That's like saying I should drink drive and take you guys because I know I won't get stopped. "Yeah, but you won't get stopped, mate. You won't get stopped. You know, how much is your license?" Again, it's not about how much my license is. The license is irreplaceable once I lose it. "Oh, you're not going to get stopped, mate. It's just down the road." If it's just down the road, your mate can walk. "Oh, don't be like that, man. All right, fair play to you. I do understand. Fair play to you." And on that note, my rating went down to 4.93. And like I said, I don't know which part did they rate me, but this is exactly what I'm talking about. Is that these students, and it doesn't even need to be students, you know, if you upset a customer, it doesn't matter what options are available. It really doesn't matter what options are available there. They will put down any randomness to mark you down. So I got cleanliness down. 1, I know that my car is pristine. You know, the floor may be a little bit dirty sometimes, but I can't clean the floor after every passenger. You know, but apart from that, the car's brand new. It's pristine. Professionalism. I'm always courteous. I'm never rude. I never shout. I never, tell them off in a parental way. I just tell them as it is, Safety. How on earth can that be defined? What did I do which made them feel unsafe? The thing is, I've never had this, for the 6 months I've been driving, okay? I've been rated 1 star, yes. Once or twice, yes. But I've never had these feedback come up for safety, professionalism. I've had cleanliness come up before. That was when I was driving the Toyota Prius, the one I was renting off Drover. That was quite battered. So, my gosh, it's just I'm literally it's obvious that these kids are just putting down any randomness just to mark me down, and that to me is not right. It's not ratings protection. Uber need to do something about that. It can't just be a case of, because I'm not complying to what they want me to do, because I'll be breaking the law. For me to keep compliant to the law, I'm getting penalized for it. How on earth is that even justifiable? I'm saying, how is that justifiable? So again, I can get penalized for me doing the right thing. And it's not just that, I've told many a passengers that they can't take drinks into the car. They're open, they're tumblers. I tell them many a time, sorry, you can't take that in. And the majority of them understand that. But I know that I don't get my 5 stars because of that. You tell off a student, these kids get a bruised ego very quickly. Very, very quickly. Yeah, or they will have something to prove. I even hear of these students. They talk about themselves, how they rate their Uber driver 1 star for fun. How does that make me feel as a driver hearing that? So the moral of the story is and what I really need to do now is stop thinking about the money. Stop thinking about the money. Stop thinking about oh, it's on a surge or whatever like that. No, stop thinking about that. And what I should do is, as soon as if a customer calls me and asks me where I'm at, cancel the trip. Okay, because I'm not getting no navigation crap, or I'm not getting marked down for stupidness. 2, if there's too many passengers and they're trying to force another passenger in, cancel the trip. Simple as. There's no ifs or buts about it. Regardless of what happens, what you say, they don't take that into consideration. They're not going to listen. They don't understand. Oh, and the irony is that they think that the guy who said that the app said 6 to 9 people. Excel. I said, no, it doesn't, sir. It says 1 to 6. No, I swear it's 6 to 9 people. Go, his friend besides me. Yeah, he's right. It's 6 to 9 people. So the moment that happens, cancel the trip. I'm not even going to risk the fact of taking them anymore, because we've already got into dispute. They obviously want something that I'm not going to give them. It's going to be a cancel now. So tonight, it's Friday night tonight, and it's going to be busy again. I'm going to be picking up these snotty, overprivileged brats. I'm going to be taking them again, and for sure this is going to happen. And this time round, I am cancelling the trip. I'm not even going to entertain it. I'll get another trip anyway because it's busy and it's surging. I don't need it. Obviously when you see a surge, and as surge these days is rare. You're going to want to take every trip you can, regardless of what rating they have. Regardless of what distance they're going to go. You're going to take it. But lesson learned now. I need to do more to protect my rating. I'm far too confident in my skills as a driver and as a customer driven person. And that's become my worst enemy, basically. So I should be more cautious of it, you know. Don't give a shit about, you know, I shouldn't have faith in the passenger, thinking that, yeah, they're being nice to me now, they're gonna rate me well. No, I need to work for this and ensure and be more mindful when accepting jobs and accepting passengers into my car, because it's just not worth it, you know. At the end of the day, if my ratings go any lower than what it is now, then I'm not going to be happy, you know. I might as well not even work for Uber. It's a pride thing, you know. People are going to say, oh, don't care about ratings, the ratings are shit. No, I do care, because the reason why, again, and I'll stipulate this again, there's a reason for this rating system, you know. It's not, you know, it's not there for fun. You know, the Uber will be selecting. I truly believe that Uber, you know, the time when Uber will get into trouble, or they'll definitely lose their license or whatever, or they'll have certain conditions that need to be put in place, they will be selecting their drivers, you know. It doesn't matter how many lifetime trips you've done, or how many years as a private hire driver you are, how you've been. They have to measure you against metrics. You know, it's an algorithm, it's a metric-driven company. You know, it's not to do with loyalty. You know, it doesn't matter how many years you've been driving for Uber. Like I said, it doesn't matter how many years you have as a private hire driver or minicab. You know, it doesn't matter how knowledgeable you are of the roads. You know, if you're providing bad customer service, that bad customer service get passed on to the next person who might want to use Uber, and then that'll deter them from joining Uber, and then so forth, and a ripple effect. By which point, Uber lose customers. If Uber lose customers, there is no Uber. They don't get their 20 or 25% commission off the drivers. So, guys, it's logic, yeah? Logic. Simple logic, you know. It's a numbers game. It's all about metrics and algorithms. That's the modern employment, or, you know, we're not, you know, I said before that I don't classify myself as self-employed, and I don't classify myself as employed, because this is a modern rule, a modern app, a modern way of working. Therefore, whatever rules that are in place before need to be redone. You know, not just for, I'm not saying that they should, companies should take advantage of or take the piss, you know, but there are rules that they should follow, but at the same time there should be some sort of flex as well in terms of how they approach self-employment. But anyway, guys, I have been ranting on for a good 27 minutes, so this is a longer video. It's Friday, so I hope you all have a good weekend. Be safe out there. Now, for those of you who want to join Deliveroo, my referral code is down below. You can earn £250 for signing up and completing your 20 rides. It's very quick to sign up. If you sign up as a car driver, then you would need the relevant insurance if you haven't already got hire and reward insurance. But those who are driving for Uber, you already got that. So it's a quick and simple process for you guys. Just bring your ID along when you sign. As soon as you sign up, meet the guys at Deliveroo. You'll get booked into an appointment. You could be up and running within 24 hours, to be fair, or 48. The most I'd say is 2 weeks, but you wouldn't be waiting as long as you would if you were trying to apply for an Uber PCO license. But if you are looking to join Uber, guys, I hope this is helpful for you. You know, most of my videos do contain a lot of ranting, a lot of stories, and so have you. But you know, I like to try and keep it real. You know, I'm not here for the revenue, despite what you think that I'm getting these ads pop up. You know, it's not that much. You know, if you think that I can live off that, no. But the reason why I'm out here is to provide you all with information, to tell a story, and to show you the day in the life really of an Uber driver. You know. But guys, have a great weekend. Once again, stay safe out there. Thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. It's Frankly Uber here, and signing out. Peace.